Good morning, guys. This is Kenzo Extra Hot Forex. It's Sunday, so I just want to go through NASDAQ, US30, and also gold. So while you are reading the disclaimer, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Thanks to everyone who already subscribed. We reached 500, so now I'm hoping to reach 1000. So thanks to everyone who just subscribe. So here it's NASDAQ 100. We are on a daily time frame. Why? Because we just want to remind ourselves that we are on a very strong bullish, or to see the bigger picture, before we even decide to do anything. You can see that NASDAQ is still pushing high. Let me show you. You can see that this line is just going up. If you don't see that, I don't know, you should maybe get your eyeglasses if you don't see that. So here actually it's a bigger picture. The bigger picture is telling us that the market is still pushing up, but we need to go to a bit smaller time frame and see what we can do before we can take any trade, just because here I can't draw anything. Or if maybe I can draw that, I can also maybe draw something like this, but actually this I'll be forcing the market to do what I want, but that I don't think it's going to work for me. You can see that this is not a nice setup. Let's see. Yeah, but I'm just forcing everything to do what I want here. It's not actually what the market is doing. We can see, let's maybe push this thing higher. Yeah, I think maybe it does make sense, but we don't know if maybe the market will ever come back again there. But if, let's say, maybe if the opposite happens, because we're saying that the market is still going to go up, we're hoping that if maybe the market drops, the market can respect this area. You can see this area of support here. Maybe the market will just respect this area, pushing high. I'm not saying that the market will just push lower. I'm just saying if that it does happen, then we can expect the market to respect this zone here, you see, then maybe going up. But at the moment, actually, we are on a very nice move. The market is just going up. We need to go to a bit smaller time frame and see what we can expect this week, this coming week, because last week we had a very volatile market, but at least we make some nice profits. So I will start with 4-hour time frame. On a 4-hour time frame, let's see. Okay, let me remove that again. We are somewhere here. If you want to check my previous video, don't forget to go check them, because I won't just go back and do the same analysis now and then. So you see that support is very far from where we are at the moment. You can see here, so we're still very far. So I'm not thinking about it now, but if the market still going to push, lower, I'll expect the market to come here and bounce here. If maybe we break these areas here, and maybe the market doesn't have any resistance or support that we can get, a support that we can get around these areas, it's where we can see maybe the market will reach this area. But now we're thinking that the market is still going to push up. So let me do the drawings, the trend lines. I'll start from where you can see that. Let me do something like this. Something like this. I hope you can see that the market is actually respecting these areas. I did the double line because this is a zone. I won't repeat that again, because I just talk about them now and then. So you can see, able to see everything, that the market just bounce around these areas. So we hope the same thing will just continue. So around this area, actually, it's a nice time to buy. Actually, it's a nice time to get your trade. Maybe the market will just push up. You see, if you get the trades around these areas, you're still safe. The market can still push up. I'm not saying that 100% sure, but with this evidence that we see in here, we see that the market is actually repeating the same thing. The market comes, bounce, and here we are again. Maybe the market will bounce again. You see, so what is the overall picture for this week? I'm hoping that NASDAQ will just try to push higher. If maybe we can try to draw this resistance, maybe. I don't know, let me just connect them with a perfect line. Okay. Let me cut those. Let's see. So I think, yeah, I think maybe this will make sense also. It seems like we are on a wedge where the market is now. You can see that. Let me try to zoom. Let's see. So I'm hoping that this week the market will just play around these areas. If maybe we're lucky, we can expect any breakout going higher. Or maybe, I don't think maybe we'll have a lower breakout, but we can also think about that. If the market maybe breaks this support, we might think about maybe the market will just go low. But remember, NASDAQ, it's always, most of the time, it's always pushing up. It can break this area, while when you think maybe it will just go down, then come back again and push high, you see. So most of the time, that's why we say it's a bullish market. So you should keep that in mind when you do your analysis. Don't just focus on the trend lines or maybe your resistance trend line like that. You should also know what you're dealing with. NASDAQ can break here, play around, come back again, you see. So don't expect the market just to really respect your trend line or your strategy. You should also know what you are dealing with. That way you can able to make money on this indices. So here I'm expecting the market will go up, maybe respect this area. Why? Because the market respected these zones for several times now. Even here you can see the market respected this zone. So the market is actually doing something like this. So I expect the market will push up, do something like that, push up again. So I don't think maybe there's something crazy here. Everything I think is still much better. As long as we are around this zone, I'm expecting to have that long position going higher. So we don't have to complicate things. It means most of the time it's going to be in our favor, even if maybe we lose around this area, maybe. But most of the time when the market reaches this area, we have this long bullish candlesticks going up. So we expect the same thing maybe might happen. So let's go straight to US30. I hope you subscribe by now, or you can just hit that like for me, like button for me. Let's grow the channel. Let's reach so many people out there who really need this assistance. So my network is a bit slower. And I'm not going to edit anything. I'm not going to do the chops and whatever. So whatever that you see here, it's just a raw information, because I can't edit daily every day the information that I do here every day. So here I'm just going to go to 4-hour time frame so that you can see the bigger picture. So on it's US30. Here it's 4 hour. I can't go to a daily because I just showed you what we can expect. You can see the market is actually doing something like this. Here is something like this. You can see that. Sorry, let me remove that. Something like this. You see, I am not a good, let me see, something like this. You can see that. So what you can do here, sometimes when you draw your trend line, they won't really make sense because you can see the shape here. It's like a round shape. So what you can do, you should know that in your mind. Don't just force things to do what the market to do what you want. So the best thing is just follow what the market is doing and try to draw your trend line. If they don't make sense, try to remove them and put them where they make sense. You can see here, I think here they make sense. It's a resistance. I'm going to put another one. It's a zone, this area. Let me put this one. You can see that around this here. I think let me try to do something like this. Here actually, this, since it's something like a rounded form resistant, I'm just going to use a very short one. I'm not going to go around this area. So the best thing is to do, as long as I've thrown anything like something, let me show you. If I have drawn something like this, it's much better because I can't come here and try to connect them. But if maybe you try to connect something like this, maybe they will connect something like this. Maybe you say you had a breakout here, something like that. But I don't want to confuse myself. This way I think is much better. Let's zoom this. Yeah, see something like this. This is a like triangle. You can just call it a wedge. You can see the market, sorry. The market is just squeezing. This wedge is compressing the market to a very smaller. You can see the market just respected this area several times. So sometimes it's much better to follow your strategy, because even if maybe you miss some trades, but it means if you drawn something like this, some of these trades you were not going to miss, you see. So it means now here I don't expect us to trade. I just expect the market to explode. I mean, go higher, maybe break this resistance, maybe we can buy, or maybe break this support, maybe we can have another buy. Why? Because you can see here the market is now compressing. Actually, the market from this area, the market can just start to consolidate. So confuse everyone, you will stuck in the market before it can go up or maybe go down. So what you can do is to wait for the market to reach these areas or these areas, then you take action. Sometimes here you just have to wait and do nothing. Wait for the market to present itself to you, then shoot. When you see that you are on a very, if the market is around this area, is where you can just make sure that you make things easy for yourself, is to wait for the market to present itself. Don't just be in the market now and then and expect miracles and expect to be right now and then. So sometimes the best thing is to wait for the market to do its thing. So now we're moving to gold. Gold, you should, okay, here it's gold, guys. On gold, things they are much also easy here. We can try to connect these dots, this here and this, and see if maybe they don't connect or what. So let's see if maybe we try to connect them, they won't make sense. Let's see. Yeah, they don't really make that sense, but it's me forcing. Actually there should be something like this, because it's a 4-hour time frame. It should be something like this. It seems to be like, yeah, now if I draw like this, it makes sense. You can see here they did charge, but if we had a breakout fake move here, then the market is lower again. So from these areas, actually you can just try to draw your, your downtrend, your downtrend line from this area. You can try to connect these points if they do make sense, something like this. Don't force them to do what you want. I think I see something like that. If you don't see that, you should have to learn how the market moves. But drawing something like this, it doesn't mean that you're not going to miss some opportunities. Sometimes we miss opportunities because we might be in a different trade, so we can't take like every opportunity we see. Sometimes that's why we miss some trades, but if we get them, we just take them, you see. So I think gold is creating something like this. You can see that you don't need sunglasses to see. You can see 1, 2, you see 3, like I think the market is just doing something like that. So it means here you're just playing around this resistance and support. If maybe you want to sell, if you want to sell, maybe you can wait for the market to reach this area, then you sell. Why? This is a downtrend, so you don't have to go against the traffic. You can wait for the market to reach this area, then you sell. If you want to buy, I advise you maybe to wait for the breakout here, then you can go to the upside. But if you want to buy, sometimes the market will just crash you, because here the overall picture is the market is actually going lower. The buy momentum is not that strong. You can see here the market is not even going higher. At least here the market tried to go up, but you can see this sell-off, they're just moving lower. Even here you can see the market is just stuck, so the market can still push lower. So sometimes the market won't reach this resistance, so it means you're not going to take those trades like here, unless if maybe you go to a bit smaller time frame. So it's where maybe you can say the market can just, you can take those trades on a smaller time frame. So let's try to go to a bit smaller time frame and see what maybe we can get from there. But remember, this is my weekly idea. I'm not going to talk much about on a daily or sort of on a 1 hour time frame. So on an hour, you can see I've drawn this on a 4 hour, but they still make sense on an hour time frame. So it means that this is valid. You can just wait for the market to reach this area and sell areas and sell areas and sell. So it means around these portions we were not trading most of the time. Why? Because the market was not even closer to our resistance. But here sometimes you can take that buy, but you should be like quick when the market comes back, because there is possibility that if maybe the market is selling like this, sometimes it doesn't respect this support. Because why? The market is just pushing lower. It can just change any direction, but the market will just respect this resistance here because it's going lower. So if you're not subscribed, guys, don't forget to hit that subscribe for me. Just smash that subscribe, smash that like. If you want to be in my group, check my description, then you can get that help. There is signals group, VIP group, it's $50. Let me know if you want to be in those group. I will assist you. This is Kenzo Extra Hot Forex. Bow.